For centuries, we took Jesus out of context when he said, "Go and baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit." We reduced his words to a ritual. We concluded that being dipped in water, reciting a prayer, or answering an altar call was what secured a person for heaven. But that is not what Jesus meant. And if that is what he meant, then his death was in vain. Let's slow down and actually listen to what Jesus said. He did not say, "Go and get them wet." He said, "Go and baptize them." The word baptize does not mean water ritual. It means to immerse, to saturate, to fully identify with. Jesus was not commanding a ceremony. He was commissioning an awakening. Now listen carefully. In the name of the Father. Name does not mean a label. It means nature, character, essence. To baptize someone in the Father means awakening them to source, their origin, their divine beginning, their Genesis 1 identity. And of the Son is not a surname. The Son is God expressed in humanity. To baptize someone into the Son is to awaken them to the truth that what Jesus revealed, humanity shares. Sonship is identity, not exclusivity. And of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit is not a distant force. It is God in action within you. To baptize someone into the Spirit is to awaken them to the indwelling presence, the life, the power, the consciousness of God within. So, Jesus was not saying, perform a ritual so they can go to heaven. He was saying, immerse humanity into their true identity, their source, their divine nature, and the Spirit alive within them. That is salvation. Even John the Baptist told us this plainly. I baptize you with water, but one is coming who will baptize you with Spirit and fire. Water was a pointer, not the destination. But instead of reasoning, we went with what we were told. And what did that lead to? Condemning others to hell while believing we were saved because we got wet or said the right prayer. If hell were truly a place of eternal torture, then those condemning others with fear and superiority would be the very ones there. Because salvation was never about ritual, and judgment was never the gospel. This is exactly what Jesus meant when he said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, and I will say, I never knew you. Not because they weren't baptized in water, but because they were never awakened. This is why so many people say they are saved, yet live in constant fear. Fear of hell, fear of losing salvation, fear of not doing enough. That fear is the evidence you were never saved, you were never awakened. Because true salvation produces rest, not anxiety. Salvation is not escaping earth. Salvation is awakening from the Adam sleep. It is remembering your Genesis 1 origin, made in the image and likeness of God. Salvation is the awakening of Christ within. And when that awakening happens, fear dies. Fear of hell dies. Fear of punishment dies. Fear of losing salvation dies, because you have returned to yourself. And the proof of salvation is not a certificate, it is power. The power Jesus walked in, the power Paul walked in, the power the disciples and the early church walked in. A power so real that it turned the world upside down. Not through rituals, not through fear, but through awakened identity. We must be born again, not dipped again, not prayed louder, not scared straighter, but awakened. Because altar calls did not wake us up. Water baptism did not wake us up. Prayer recitals did not wake us up. Only awakening Christ within does. Baptism is awakening. Salvation is remembrance. Fear means we missed it.